Yes, it's me, who'd you think it was? And Johnny's in the other room doing some paperwork, so I decided to come on here and talk to you guys about Mexican superstitions. Now, I am a proud Mexican-American Latino here in El Paso, Texas, and we have our share of our own superstitions. And being that yesterday was Friday the 13th, I should have vlogged this yesterday, but I didn't because I'm lazy. But now I put out a little ad, a little poll on Facebook, and my friends are posting a lot of superstitions, and I just want to read down the list, talk to you about them, and see what these guys say. I mean, every family is different. Every family has different family members from different parts of Mexico. Some were just born here in El Paso, and since we're a border town, we share so many different superstitions and stories and things like that. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what other people are talking about and what other superstitions there are in Mexican culture. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to say your names, guys. Sorry. So Sally put, okay, we have a lot. Okay, so Sally put going to bed with your hair wet can kill you. I don't know about kill you, but I have heard you shouldn't go to bed with your hair wet because you can get really sick. Not sure how scientific that is, or how true that is, but I have always been told never to go to bed with my hair wet. And now as an adult, I do it anyways, and I'm still fine, Mom, so there's that one. Sally also put walking and with bare feet will give you fever blisters or can give you pneumonia. Okay, little short story about me. I maybe own like 2 pairs of socks. I never wear socks. I love being barefoot. I will walk barefoot anywhere and Johnny can't stand it. I don't even wear socks with my shoes. So yeah, you can just imagine how bad those smell. But I have odor eaters and I take care of it. Okay, let's see. Sally also put, people with children shouldn't have cats because they will steal your breath. Now, I've heard this too. If a cat jumps on you, it can suck your soul or suck your breath through your mouth. I mean, I don't know where it sucks it from, but it sucks your breath. And I've heard this before. And I've seen it even on Catwoman, like when Halle Berry like dies and the cat just like sucks her soul, or she sucks the cat's soul, and they transfer souls and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure this superstition is like through everywhere, like American culture too, not just Mexican culture. But it also has something to do with Egyptian culture, I believe. I could be wrong. Has something to do with the Guardians of the Underworld. I'm not an Egyptologist, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Alright, Lisbeth put, don't look directly into any eclipse porque te quedas ciego, which means you'll go blind. That, I don't think it's just a Mexican superstition. I think it's just common sense. You're looking directly at the sun. I don't advise you doing that because you could go blind. Alright, let's see. Sally put, if you sweep someone's feet, they are cursed to marry a widower. So, I've never heard that one before. Never heard that one before, Sally. Alright, Wendy put, wear a safety pin if you are pregnant during an eclipse or your baby will be born with a defect. I've heard this, some similar version of this. I've never really heard it during an eclipse. That's very specific. But yeah, I've seen a lot of pregnant women wear safety pins to protect themselves from different brujerias out there. So yeah, I've heard of that one. Let's see, Miguel put, stay away from owls because it can be the bruja. Yes, a bruja is a witch. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, a bruja is a witch. And I've heard that they can manifest themselves into the spirit of an owl or turn into an owl and they'll come and they'll get you. I've heard that one. Okay. Lisbeth put never ever 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 walk under a ladder because that brings bad luck. Yes, I've heard this one. Everyone's heard this one. Avoid black cats, yada yada yada. But this latter one, yes too. I didn't know it was just a Mexican superstition. Maybe it's like an overall superstition. But yes, I heard that one. Okay, this is another one that I've heard and I've actually participated in. Wear chones rojos on New Year's Eve para la buena suerte de el amor. Okay, so then that means to wear red underwear on New Year's Eve so you can have really good luck in your love life. I've actually done this before in high school. My best friend Christy would literally shove grapes down my throat, like 12 grapes on New Year's Eve, and you would have to wear red underwear. Yeah, she believed all that. She made me do it, so I did it, and yeah. Let's see. Sally put, if you're trying to find a husband, get a figurine of St. Anthony and flip him upside down and dip his head in the water. He will help you find a husband faster. So you hear that, single ladies? Get yourself a St. Anthony's little figurine and dunk his head under some water, and there you go. You'll find the man of your dreams. Thank you. You're welcome. Never heard that one before. Angie put, leaving your house with your hair wet will make you sick. I've heard this before. My grandma's told me this. Why is your hair wet? Dry your hair, you're gonna get sick, blah, 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 blah. I highly doubt that makes you sick. Viruses make you sick, scientifically proven. Lisbeth put, don't you ever put your purse on the floor or you won't have good luck with money. This is true. My mom carries around this dumb little hook in her bag. I don't know if she still does. But she'll either ask for another chair to put her purse on, or she'll pull out this like magic hook that you hooks onto the table, and then you hang your purse on it. Yes. And she will never put her purse on the floor. You're not supposed to put your purse, your wallet, anything that contains money, because then you'll have bad luck with money and financial stuff. Veronica put, you have to touch a baby if you think they are cute, because if not, they will get sick. I've never heard this one before, but I love babies and I love to squeeze them, and they're super cute. So I'm gonna squeeze your baby next time because I'm saving its life. Okay, Angie put the same thing. Don't open an umbrella inside the house. Yeah, that's an overall superstition. Avoid black cats. Yes, avoid black cats. I love black cats, so I will not avoid them. I love them. They're so cute. Alright, Sally put, girls, you guys are coming at me with some good ones. Okay, don't make tamales if you are angry because your chili will be too hot and the masa won't fluff correctly. That is true, y'all. Don't you ever get in a fight with anybody and make tamales mad, because they will not come out good and they will burn your mouth. Mark my words. Okay, if a child crosses underneath your legs, you have to have them cross back again in the opposite direction, or else they won't grow. They will stay little forever, and I know some of you are really short. That's because you didn't go under the legs the other way. So that's why you're all short. Alright, Lisbeth put, don't throw salt or you'll have bad luck. If this happens and you accidentally drop salt, you need to necesitas agarrar tantita sal y sal que se tiró y aventarla hacia tu espalda. Okay, so translated, if you drop salt, you have to pick some of that salt up that you dropped and throw it over your shoulder. That same salt that you dropped, or you'll have bad luck. I do this on a regular basis. If I drop salt, you pick it up. I heard you throw it over your left shoulder or your right shoulder, one of the two. But this one's more specific. You throw it just over your shoulder. Alright, don't break a mirror. You'll have 7 years of bad luck. Yes. Sally put, to safeguard your house from evil, tie red ribbons to its leaves. Tie. Okay, I'm guessing this is referring to like the what's it called? Aloe vera plants, things like that, succulents. I've heard this before, that you tie a red ribbon on the succulent to protect your house, and you put it right by your front door. And this protects your house from evil spirits, from negative energy. I'm gonna need to put like 30 of them because there's a lot of evil, a lot of negativity coming around here. Not today, Satan. Not today. Alright, don't swipe anyone's feet or they'll lose their chance of getting married. Okay, so don't sweep your feet. If you swipe your feet, then you'll marry a widower. That's kind of like a like a variation of that marry a widower one. Sally put, I don't know if this was superstition or what, but my grandma always said I had to put the spices in my food in the sign of a cross. I've heard this before, I've read this before. Yes, you have to spice it with the sign of the cross when you're spicing your food. I mean, that's probably a religious superstition. I've never heard of that one. So she put, okay. If you go to church and you cannot cross your arms and you cannot cross your legs, otherwise you're rejecting God's blessings. That explains a lot for me because I was always like this. I love you, God. Don't shower after you just finished eating because you'll get crooked. I've never heard this one before. Vanessa, girl, where'd you get that one from? I've never heard that one before. Lizbeth put, if you have a nightmare, tell someone so it doesn't come true. If you had a pleasant dream, don't tell anybody or else you'll ruin it and your chance for it to become real. This is true. This is true. I heard this one. My aunt put Vicks Vapor Rub. Y'all need to use it for everything. It can clean your floors. It can help you with pneumonia. It can cure arthritis in your leg. Okay, true story, little story time. When I was little, I broke my leg when I was little. A motorcycle actually fell and crushed my foot. And my mom didn't know it was broken. And she made me walk on my broken foot for like 2 weeks before she took me to the doctor. So take your kids to the doctor if something like that happens to you, mother. So yeah. So my foot was actually broken, and because of it, I would get arthritis. So I guess that's like a kind of common thing, that if you break a bone, you start getting arthritis while you're older after it mends and everything like that. So yeah, to this day, I still get arthritis in my leg. And my mom, I don't know if it was psychosomatic or it was actually the Mexican healing power of Vicks. She would rub Vicks Vapor Rub on my foot and put salt in it. I guess for it to feel funny, because I actually like the way it felt. And so it would help. Again, I guess it was just psychosomatic, because I don't think Vicks Vapor Rub has those healing powers for arthritis. But you're supposed to put it on your chest for decongestion, but Mexicans use it for everything. They use it for cooking, they use it for the floors, they use it for everything. But yeah, so like I would wake up the next morning and I would only have Vicks on my feet, like the salt. So I was like 3, okay people? So I would like lick the salt from my foot the next day. It's gross. I was a gross child. Okay, Sally put, if you drop the tortillas, your in-laws will make an unwanted visit. Yeah. When you meet a newborn for the first time, always make the sign of the cross on them, so they don't get mal de ojo. Okay, mal de ojo. I'm not too familiar with that, Sally or Elizabeth. Tell me what that is. Oh, it's on the top of my head, and I can't really tell you like directly exactly what that means. But I kind of have like a clue about it, so I'll come back to you with that. Alright, godparents have to give the baby a token or throw pennies at their baptism, or real curse a child to be very gassy. Okay, that's the second time I've heard this one. Okay, I've never heard of throwing pennies at a baby. First of all, don't throw pennies at a baby. What's wrong with y'all? I read this on BuzzFeed, a BuzzFeed poll of Mexican superstitions, and this one came up too. But I think that's why they give you coins at their baptism, or like a little trinket, things like that, a gift. I don't know if the correlation or if that actually is true, but yes, you do get little coins at the baptism. Maybe that's why, because you're a child of Cassie. If Elizabeth put, if you hear a buzzing, that means someone's talking shit about you. This is true. So you get, okay, I don't know how true this, like, it's true in my heart. Okay. So if you hear like a buzzing in your ear, that means someone's talking about you. Someone's talking bad about you. But scientifically, it's just a sad story. Scientifically, if you hear a tone in your ear, that means you're hearing it for the last time because that part of your eardrum is dying. And you'll never hear that tone again. Again, not a scientist. No, I'm not a scientist whatsoever, so I don't know how true that is. But I hear a lot of buzzing in my ear, so y'all better stop talking shit. Okay, Miguel put, this is true, I've heard this one. Dropping your fork means someone wants your food. So true. Someone wants my food. If you drop your food, or if you drop your fork, that means someone secretly wanted your food. And so that's why it's on the floor, because they couldn't have it, so neither can you. Jerks. Alright, oh my goodness. Here's some more. Nicole put, cleanse and bless your house with sage and holy water. Yes, this is true. My grandma actually came, I'll put it's really cute. My grandma's so adorable. I love you, Grandma. She came to my new house and she blessed our house. And then she went into our room spraying holy water in every single room. We sprayed it on the dogs. And it was really cute. So we need to do the sage part next. So coming soon to a vlog near you, we're gonna sage this house. We're gonna exorcise the demons. If you have a traveling resolution for New Year's on December 31st at midnight, you have to stand outside your door with a suitcase. Also, on New Year's Eve, if you want good vibes, you need to sweep your door. You need to sweep it. Never heard that one. I heard the luggage one, and then that goes with the grapes. Eat grapes, luggage, red underwear. 2020, I want to see y'all with red underwear. Okay, a bride should never wear pearls on her wedding day because pearls mean tears. I'm sure this is why my parents' marriage didn't last. Wow. Christina Nabhan put, yes, sage. If a spider sneaks up on you, that means you're getting really good news. I've heard this before. Spiders actually really good luck. Let's see. And I think this is it. Vanessa Alonso put that. So yeah, that's all my friends have a lot of Mexican superstitions, and I love it. And it's really cool, like seeing all your superstitions. I don't think I have one to add. I'll go with my Aunt Lupe because she's right. The Vicks cures everything. I'm trying to think if I had any superstitions growing up. I don't think I did. I think pretty much everything that was said was covered in my childhood. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. I don't know how many freaking cracks I've stepped on. I'm just kidding, Mommy. I love you. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to add to that. I'm trying to think. I really don't, but with all that being said, I thought this was pretty interesting. Super cool to find out Mexican traditions throughout El Paso. These are mostly El Paso friends. I have one or two that weren't from El Paso, but they were born and raised here. I don't know how, I'm really burpy, all this talking. I really don't know how true any of this is, but it's awesome to see the culture have so many superstitions. Like American superstitions are pretty close to these, and I don't know what I'm saying now, and I'm just rambling on. But so that's it. Thank you guys so much for participating on Facebook. Sally, Elizabeth, Miguel, Adam, Vanessa, everybody who participated in my little Facebook poll. Pretty much the consensus is that us Mexicans are very superstitious. We can't do anything. So make sure you stock up on your Vicks, tie red ribbons to your succulents and put them by your door. Don't you sweep anybody's feet, alright? And y'all better be wearing red underwear on New Year's Eve. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe and comment down below. You know what to do. Hopefully this video is not as awkward as the last one. I will get there, I promise. But thank you so much for watching, and I love you, and see you later. Be weird and beautiful.